So, hello, and welcome to another episode of
There was a guy I was
Assassin's
going after,
Creed
guys. It was
Odyssey,
this
and in
dude,
this episode I'm going to be doing a few
I
things.
think.
I'm going to be hunting a cultist, like you're
I
seeing
don't
right
know which
now,
one he was anymore. He was
and I'm going to
14,
be
I think.
progressing a little
This
further
guy.
into the main story of the game.
He was a guy.
But, yeah, this is a little intro. You see I'm going to go after this cultist right here, Soteria.
Where is she? Is she in an area that's
And
annoying?
Soteria is not by any means an interesting cultist whatsoever. She's literally on an island
They usually
to go
mark
kill her.
them.
There's literally nothing more to her. So
Ah,
there's that,
good. She's
and
in a much better location.
yeah, let's you guys get going with the
And we'll see
episode,
even
and I'll
better.
join you very
So
shortly.
this is the new one I'll go after. I'll do a little backstory on her. Okay, cool. He's only 330 meters away from me, roughly. I want that ability so badly. I'll show you guys in here in a sec, but I really want that ability that allows you to not take fall damage. Well, I don't know if it's always, but it's pretty close. Oh, they get rid of the bodies that I killed over there. Ah, he's 100 meters away from me.
Spotted here.
Okay, so what you're seeing right here is me actually going and fighting, or trying to kill a cultist. But I wanted more XP because of the next mission, so I tried to kill a lot more guys, which ultimately took a lot longer than it should have, so I just sort of sped it up a little bit here. Not a ton, but enough where it wasn't going to drag on. But, yeah, like I said, I don't know what it is about going underwater in this game, but I absolutely love it. Like, the detail in the water is actually really cool. And it looks good. It's not like you're going into somewhere and, like, oh, no, I don't like that, or, it doesn't take away from the experience or the gameplay, so it was very fun and interesting. And, yeah, so basically what you're seeing here now is me trying to figure out how to not die, because even like I said, I'm level 15 right now and this person's 13, but look how it still takes so long to kill a higher level enemy regardless. The cool thing is though is they don't do a lot of damage to you, so you can still withstand a lot. But there's, like you see here, if you don't kill them quick enough, you get like overrun by enemies and you have to find a way to escape. So yeah, that's a little bit what happened here.
Even being
but
just standing here.
I thought this was kind of funny. So she just walks right over to me. I didn't have to really do anything. I mean, there you go. Bye bye.
He's coming right
Really?
to me.
That's the way I kill him. Confirm kill, and off I go. But yeah, so this is me getting off the island without being seen, and I will talk to you guys very, very shortly.
Alright, so I just killed her up here. He's level 18 though. 15, okay. I'll go after this one. Where is she? Her map, actually. Where is she? She's back at this fucking island over here. I hate this island because it's just guarded by a bunch of fucking people. You know what, I should actually... Yeah, let me fast travel here.
Ah. Now, I thought this was absolutely hilarious, speeding up the footage of when you're on a boat and just sort of sailing around it. The way that it sounds, speeding up about 50% of what a speed increase is hilarious. Like, Part of me is why I do this, because I don't want to cut it out because I want to show you guys this, but another part of me is like, it's just me sailing. The unfortunate problem with, you know, this and what you're seeing is that I suck at ship warfare. So I did end up dying on this first time, so you're seeing the part where I don't die. But it still takes me a really long time just to get to islands because I hate ship warfare. I always have. I've never liked it. I know people say that that's like one of the best things about Assassin's Creed is the ship warfare, but I don't know. It's a bit bland for me, to be honest with you. I don't really like it too much. I don't really want it either. Like, I mean, it's cool to get in the ship and do all these things, right? But it just doesn't have the appeal that I would necessarily want. Now, in terms of what we're going to be doing right now, is killing another cultist like you saw earlier, but this cultist is a little different since she's actually protected by a few people, which you'll see shortly. Fortunately, I've still got to go a long distance here, so. But yeah, I really think this is interesting because the weather just starts changing a little bit for some reason. I don't know why. I wonder if it's just if you get to a certain spot in the sea, the weather just changes. But look at all these boats here. You know how hard it is to avoid all these boats? Extremely difficult. Because if you're even like near them at all, it'll trigger them, and it's really frustrating because a lot of the times they'll be a higher level than me. So like even if you brace and they hit you, it still does a lot of, you know, damage and stuff like that. But another thing I will say is that I love how like you can recruit people to your ship. I think that's really cool. Especially the two people you see there. I always forget their names, but in my head, like, it let me recruit them, but then never showed them afterwards, you know? So I'm glad that you're seeing them and you can, you know, see everything. Anyways, I will catch up with you guys very shortly, and yeah, see you guys all very shortly.
More speed! Slow the ship! Blast on!
Wait, how come I can't get off the boat? Oh my god.
There are powerful enemies here, Commander. We should be careful.
How do you, is it Y?
Leaving the deck!
I sailed far and wide. That was the first one that actually tried to find me. was annoying.
Greece is finally free of your influence.
Oh wait, I have to go somewhere to upgrade it?
Alright, so again, I didn't actually realize that the to upgrade the spear you had to actually come back here. Now one thing I will say, and you'll probably hear me say this, you know, my live reaction, but I was not happy about
he won't just run.
you know, not being able to run.
That's
Like, why the hell can't you run here? It's a long hallway just full of no enemies that can hurt you. So there's that as well. So that kind of frustrates me. Because I mean, look at how long it takes me just to get over here.
Happen with this place later on.
You know, so. Anyways, you know, here's me upgrading it, and a lot of XP. You get a lot of XP for doing this. So there's that. That's probably the only good thing about upgrading the spear, other than it does more damage and you can unlock different abilities, which I haven't seen yet, and I'm very curious to see what they are. I'll probably end up doing a video on that at some time, one time, but yeah, I'll let you guys continue on with the video, and I will see you guys very, 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 very shortly.
Okay, well, need to be 15 apparently now. Alright, let's go track more occultists, I guess. This guy is a warrior though, levels 18. Alright, let's track you. Where are you? Oh shit, you're right here. They've upped the amount I need to kill, I see. In the water. Alright then, let me fast travel to here.
Alright, so hello and welcome to an episode of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And yeah, here we go. So next story mission. As you can see, I'm on my way over there right now as I push all these innocent people out of my way, because as you can tell, I hate them. And we got some new insight, you know, just so apparently there's an ability that makes it where you don't take fall damage, which is really cool. Apparently it's not fatal, so apparently you can't take fall damage that's fatal, so I didn't know that was a thing. I guess it is.
That's what the ability says. You still take damage, but you don't, it's not fatal, so it's really nice. Because in Origins that was impossible, you would just die if you took too much damage. But yeah, a lot of this game, I got a lot, once I'm done with the game, I'll go ahead and tell you guys more about it, but as of right now, I'm going to stop the attackers, I guess, go home with the attackers.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. Looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
I was gonna read that, but I guess...
This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Poor Actis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be forgotten, and so will you.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
You've crossed a line. Now you must pay the price.
We will never surrender to the likes of you. We will make Athens great again.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
I don't care, I wanted to kill those guys anyway. Alright guys, so unfortunately I was under level here with this fight, so I had to do this in a really bizarre way, but just kind of bear with it. Again, like I said, the Origins, if you were within one level, it wasn't like you couldn't beat them. You know, you still would stood a chance. But in this, it's totally like if you're not at least a couple levels higher than the enemy you're fighting, if it's like a, you know, like a guy like, especially a guy like this, you're not gonna kill him, you know. And so there's that whole thing. I mean, seriously, this just took such a long time, so I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry you guys had to see this, but I ended up having to run away because he was gonna kill me in like one heavy attack. So I sort of played the waiting game, kind of looked for my you know, openings and when I could strike and when I couldn't strike. But yeah, this is a good time to really talk about combat in this game, and it's very frustrating, to say the least. Because like you'll take damage on an attack that I don't know if there's an example here, but there was when I was fighting another guy, I remember specifically I dodged out of the way to make it slow down time so that I could, you know, get more attacks in and stuff. But for some reason I got hit when I came back to go swing at him, you know? It was really weird and annoying. But yeah, again, sorry for this long ass, you know, just delayed fight. I couldn't really do much about this. I mean, I was full of health there. I could have been a little more aggressive, but I didn't want to risk it since dying would mean I had to do this whole thing over again, you know? And I really didn't feel like having you guys sit through all that, so I just sped it up and, you know. But again, I think the story is really, really good. That's a lot. Part of that is what's really kept me wanting to play this game. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd really play it, to be honest with you. But yeah, so let's see, what else did I talk about? He's very annoying. Like I remember I tried to attack him here, and for some reason enemies work in a really weird way where when they see you, it's almost like they have to like reset the, you know, enemy's movements. I don't know why that is or why it does that, but yeah, it's really weird. In fact, and again, sorry, I probably should have been fighting him this whole time, and then, you know, like right here, I should have just lunged in and got a full combo in. But again, I wanted to play it safe because he does a lot of damage to me, and it's really annoying because when he poisons you, you can die from that. I didn't actually realize that the ability on where it says L1 and it shows my 4 abilities, if you look on the right, that one actually gives me health, but I didn't know that because it was the first 4 abilities I unlocked, so I didn't really look at them. And again, I don't understand why that snake wasn't attacking him, and I guess enemies don't attack enemies unless they're like the Spartans or the Athenians. That's like the only 2 people I've seen fight. So, you know, there's that as well. And, yeah, so I think this is kind of where the last stages of the fight right here. Again, I had to run away because he seriously shot me with 3 arrows and I almost died. I only got hit 3 times. That's how you know that they're just gonna take a really long time. So, yeah, sorry about all this. It just dragged on and on and on. So again, you can understand why I sped up time here. But yeah, it's kind of funny the way I end up killing him here is by kind of shooting arrows at him. I don't kill him with the arrows. I actually kill him when he comes back up here eventually. But yeah, so just sorry for the huge inconvenience and the long ass wait time. But I didn't want you guys to like, you know, not understand that. I want to kind of prove a point here. Like I tried kicking him off to see if it would do damage, and it didn't. And it was really annoying because there wasn't really an area to lead him up to and kick him off for like high damage. Because sometimes if it's high enough, it'll actually kill them, even if they're full health. So there's that too. Which is why I love that ability, which is actually why I haven't taken it off yet. Because there's a few other ones I could put to replace it, you know. But yeah, it's this is the finish. This is where I finish him off. So again, sorry for the long, you know, delay, but I had to make sure I played it safe, and yeah, didn't want to show you guys an annoying part. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this. I'll check back with you guys a little later.
No one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I gave them what the gods demanded. Justice.
The punishment seems fair. Still, it pains me to see sons and daughters of Athens turning against one another.
They tried to kill you. If I hadn't arrived when I did, they would have succeeded.
Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention it to Pericles.
And find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
I don't even know what level this quest is, guys, but if it's too much, then it's gonna suck. Is it in here?
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe?
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back, but I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
Okay then.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. Both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
You don't eat without seeing. Okay, so one thing I just really want to point out with this entire conversation with me and Horobatos, cannot say that to save my life. Their relationship totally changes from like the first time they meet to now. Like this conversation really emboggles their like understanding towards each other, because in the beginning when you first meet Hortatos or whatever the fuck, I cannot say that name, I'm so sorry guys. When you first meet this guy right here with the beard, he is totally like mysterious, and you'll, if you watch, as you guys have been watching my Let's Plays, you'll know that I was very off with this guy. I wasn't sure if he can be trusted, but he really has gained your trust, and you can tell he's someone you should trust. And yeah, I just thought I'd put that little, I like that little detail. I've always have. And yeah, another thing too is just this whole scene is very bizarre, because for some reason the way the game goes about you getting information is really funny. So I like that. I think that's really funny. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little segment, because it is a lot of just talking. So I hope you guys can bear with me here. It's a story mission, so I thought I would show it. But yeah, I just thought I'd put that little point out there, and yeah, so I will see you guys at the end.
You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Socrates. I'm surprised Socrates is here.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight. Or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. Ridiculous. Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Euripides drunk. Are you hoping he's going to make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though...
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm Pericles' new servant. I'd be happy to bring some wine.
An Athenian servant, you. And these are wine-pouring muscles.
I was a rower on Pericles' ship, where he took pity on me. Now, I pour wine for people who question my word. And his.
I wasn't questioning, Perhaps one drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
You ready for another?
Okay, I wonder what's actually going on here.
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon, just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
You've grown up in Pericles' home, and yet you're so different.
No one is like Pericles. And he's only slightly more serious than usual, too. Athens is under siege, and he worries for her future. Which is why tonight is a fine time to celebrate what may be our last taste of freedom.
When you walked in, you seemed like you and Socrates were...
How I wish you were right. One day, we will have that man in here with us. I promise you that.
I might be back.
If you come back with a jar of oil, I promise to show you how grateful I am. Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. Earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pietera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh no, these women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
μεταξύ αμφικεφάλου τεπίχεως. Ώρα άπαντας και εταίρη κοινός και
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gain Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rules. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general...
So this is the end of the video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, really. I put a lot of effort and work into this. I really like making these videos. And I'm trying to put the best possible content I can out there. And yeah, I plan on doing, like I said earlier in the video, I plan on doing a Let's Play and for main story missions only, because I don't want to bore the crap out of you guys of watching me grind. So there's that. But anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, this has been your boy, The Alchemist. and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
That was the weirdest cutscene transition I've seen in this game. What the fuck?